Yo, good morning, everybody. All four of you. Good morning. So today, the key area I was looking at is right here at 29,275. I was seeing if we were going to be able to hold it. We're kind of dropping. Before the open. If we stay below it, we might just actually get a further sell-off, probably down towards 29,000. The only thing though is I'm going to be kind of careful about this morning because we had a really large move to the downside for Asia session. I mean, it was like 600 points. If you take it before where it really started, I mean, it was 700 points, which is massive. So I need to be careful with it being a Friday that we potentially like basically here to here. If we just kind of end up, it's a really large area, by the way, but if we just end up balancing out. So the key area is definitely where put wall's sitting at 29,275. If we can hold it, then there is a chance we try and make a run to the upside. But if we can't hold it and we have acceptance below it, then sellers can kind of regain momentum and we can potentially see us drop. This is kind of the idea. What's up, Sentinwer? I hope I don't know how to pronounce it, sorry bro. Excuse me. What's my view, bearish or bullish? Well, overall, on the higher time frames, we are bearish, in my opinion. But as far as for today, I mean, you gotta imagine, right? Like, this area, just in general, from even where the HVL to the gamma flip level is, it's like 400 points. So what I'm watching right now is 29,275. I'm seeing if we could hold above it or not. If we can't, then we're probably coming down further. Dude, it was like the third time that South Korea's stock market got halted. Insane. What up, Georgie? Today I'm gonna just draw this out on the chart for anyone who asks. For Tanuki trade, mine's sitting at 29,275. Right here. I'm gonna show this in the meantime. It's kind of, well, I'm watching this area. I'm watching 29,275. Watching to see if we're gonna hold it at the open. If we do, then we may make a run up, potentially take out London highs, and then come towards the HVO. If we fail to hold it, there's also a chance that we could rotate. And we're in a negative gamma environment, so we might see slightly bigger candles, a little more volatility. Yes, I use intraday levels. I believe that you should be using intraday levels because we are trading 0 DTE, or we're trading intraday, so 0 DTE is important because dealer positioning changes as the day continues, as we get closer to expiration. Jordy. That guy Jordy. I used Tanuki trade. If you want to test it out, they got a free trial. Just use code never flat. Yeah, if you're using end of day, I'm assuming you're using Mentor Q. Their levels are chill. Oh yeah, you are using Mentor Q. I mean, I think they're working on adding intraday level, their intraday updates. But you know, those levels change. They change throughout the day. At least for the 0 DTE. And I just think it's important to pay attention to that. But I know a lot of people use Mentor Q and they, you know, find a lot of success in it. So if you have a way that you use it, then good, you know. I look at this because it's like updating. See, Gex refresh. It updates like every minute, 2 minutes. And you'll see these nodes increase, decrease, new nodes increase, decrease, open, the volume increase, the open interest increase, decrease. Yeah, never flat, one word. If you use Tanuki trade, it'll look like this. So if we do hold above 275, like let's say market opens, we immediately rip down, put wall holds, flips bullish. We may be making our way up here. And then also hold on. Where is this at? Sorry, fixing it. I'm fixing it. Give me 1 second. Forgot to do this earlier. So on the I just got my winning day on the other account, so I'm not gonna trade that one today. It's already at the max payout, so I I gotta build the balance up a little bit for our top step account here. Can you tell me time frame deep print? What up, DBK? What do you mean time frame deep print? This is not deep charts, by the way. This is a test. Candle time. This is a 5-minute chart. All right, let's see if we're gonna hold above and rip it up. I just don't want to get chopped up at the open. So I gotta be careful. All right, so here we go, market open. I'm watching this. I want to see if we're going to push back towards the put wall. I think that we're probably going to go up. I'm going to enter 3 micros right here, but I'm going to have a stop loss sitting below the put wall. And I'm looking for the put wall to hold. And the moment that this candle flips bullish, if it does, then I'm going to be moving it to break even. And I'm going to be aiming for basically London highs. Although we're kind of, I need to see it happen faster. Like buying pressure stepping in. TP's London highs. I want to see it drive up at this point. TP's going to be way up here actually. I'm going to move it to break even. If it comes back, we'll just wait for another opportunity, but it went 50 points in profit already. I'm going to try and let it go. TP will be like 1,000 ticks, so we'll see if we can catch 250 points. Although usually we would kind of expect this to happen a little bit quicker. So since it's not really, we're not really seeing the follow through from the buyers happening like explosively, then it is what it is. We'll take the break even. Let's go, Goku, past it. So after that, we're just gonna wait because I'm now going to watch to see if we have a failure when we try and push lower. And if we do, then I am going to start anticipating that we balance out. Unless we get below this and then we start really just ripping it lower. But honestly, like, gotta be careful about a balance today. With it being Friday, at least for the AM session. So first trade, break even, went like 50 points in profit, came back to break even. So when we come down here, if we, I'm thinking about two things right now. If we come down here and hold below 275, we may push, take Asia lows, come towards 29,000 area. But I also have to be careful about this. Bunch of bullshit. Alright, so because that just happened like that, this is now turned into a spot where I'm just gonna wait. I need to make sure we're not going to pin around here with very large 5-minute candles that are 150 points a pop. Wait, don't we have Michigan sentiment today? Usually that's today at the last. Oh, we do. Good thing I remember that. Let me put that on my alarm. Dude, I always forget about that one. 10 a.m. Eastern. Cool. 8,000. I was checking out that Stock Labs thing. Void was telling me that it was pretty good. I think it's better than Financial Juice. Stock Labs news. It's pretty good. Yeah, DBK, I'm watching kind of the same thing. I just gotta, I'd rather just not actually, I'm gonna wait a little bit. let it do its thing here. You could potentially try and fade the failures, but like we did the other day, but I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I agree. So might have to just sit here and wait for this to get out of here. If anyone's sitting here trying to potentially try to break out of this, just be careful. What time frame do I use for structural analysis? I look at a lot of time frames. I look at the hourly. Well, I take into account the 4 hour, but I'm really looking at hourly, 15-minute, 5-minute, and 1 minute. But for structural analysis, usually 1 hour and 15 minute for intraday, at least. Five-minute and 1 minute are more so for like execution. I use the 15-minute for execution sometimes, but Alright, let's see how this is gonna close, the 15 at least. So the POC of this 15-minute candle is sitting right around 310. Let's reject. Where's Menthor Q's 1-day min sitting? $29,218. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. We're gonna try and not fall for this today. I'm gonna try and not fall for this. Not today, NQ. Not today. Very nice, DS. What firm did you end up going with, DS? Take profit? Okay. Yeah. This is this is kind of gross. Just whiplashing back and forth on a basically like 150 points. I do think it probably, if we're gonna break a side, it'll probably break to the upside. At least it looks like it's trying to. But I'm not gonna try and take that. I the only one I was gonna give a chance to was the one at the open, which would have been nice if it played out, but I'd rather not. I mean, it is, you could technically like drop to a lower time frame and scalp it and just fade the extremes, but I am not going to do that. Oh, does it have a 40% consistency rule on it? Wait, that looks like a Tradeify account. Is that Tradeify? Or is that TPT? Oh, use the never flat code. Hopefully Michigan sentiment will push us out of here so we could do something. Thankfully, I traded that other account last night because there is a possibility this account does not get traded. Dude, imagine all the people out there right now who keep seeing like push, aggressive push, and they go, "Oh, it's breaking out." Oh, it's breaking out to the downside. Oh, it's breaking out to the upside. I hope none of you guys are doing that right now. And if you are, I'm sorry for making fun of you. Because I've done that before plenty of times. But we're not gonna have it happen to me today. We're not falling for it this time, NQ. I'm sure some poor soul is out there. Well, you know what makes it pretty bad is the fact that large move from the overnight. We pop up, open around a large strike Friday, potentially pin around this area. Yeah, this is a account killer. Account killer price action. Yeah, that dude, that was terrible. It still happens sometimes, DBK. My ATAS will like freeze, and then we'll just teleport like 100 points. Freeze for like a couple seconds. All right, we're 5 minutes away from Michigan sentiment and the 4 hour new hourly. Let's cross our fingers that it pushes us out of here. I really don't care which way it goes, like just out of here. Dude, where's Futures Trader at? He probably would have been scalping the shit out of this range. 100 points at a time. Is he gonna break out? That's what that's what I was looking for at the open. So we'll see what the 4 hour does. The 10 a.m. open does. If it's gonna snap it all the way back, or if we're going to just continue to towards like 29,600. Let me zoom out of my chart real quick. Unfortunate. Okay, so if we continue to push up, then we'll go and take this out, take out these highs. If we continue to push up. And then I'll be paying attention once we start getting up into this area. Around 29,700 basically. But if we kind of have a failure and then we slam all the way back down and then we kind of start just doing this again, I'm just gonna not trade today. Because my plan this morning was really just watching around here for us to pop up, take London highs, and then come into this area. And then once we enter this area, be watching potentially for us to rotate lower to start kind of creating like a balance. But if it doesn't get up there, it doesn't do that, then we will just enjoy our weekend. And then next week should be interesting because pretty sure next week we have NFP. Yeah. July 2nd we have NFP. We got PMI next week. We should have JOLTS next week. Yeah, we do. First week of the month. And then we got CPI after that, so following week. Did I take anything? Yeah, I did. Hit break even though. I went long. Um, around here. Where was it? I don't remember where it was. It was like the first 5-minute candle. I went long somewhere here. It went up like 50 points in profit. Then it came back to hit break even. I was looking for this move to push us up towards London highs. Would have been a nice one too. Would have been like 250 points, 260 points. But now, but then it chopped around. So once it started doing this, just don't touch it, and then it goes and does its thing. Gotta just let it go. And now I'm waiting. Now I'm waiting for it to potentially continue up, kind of into this area, and then I'm gonna watch it to see if there's an opportunity. All right, so we took that out. That was the original trade idea. And then we're going to wait to see if we're going to continue up. Hopefully we do. Right around where HVL for Tanuki's sitting, kind of around like 29,700. But I don't know. We may just not take a trade today. Or, I mean, we took a trade. We took our break-even trade, but the last thing that I want to do today is just like get absolutely wrecked on a Friday. Mentor Q has Gex1 sitting at 29,700. Alright. We'll pay attention. Also, by the way, for everyone who watches the streams on YouTube, there may come a time where I stop streaming on YouTube because I can't, like, listen to music. I have to put in a AirPod. So I may stop, in the future, I may stop streaming on YouTube. So if you guys want to continue watching me stream, you gotta join the Discord. It's free. And it's no delay, it's less of a delay too, so you guys should join. There's like 40 of you on the stream. Although YouTube, the only reason why I like streaming on YouTube, or the reason why I still do it, is only because it leaves the recording, which is good. So I don't know. I was just thinking about it the other day. I have to listen to this, like, I don't, the YouTube stream can hear it. It's like this same playlist every day, dude. It's been I've been listening to the same like 6 songs on through my computer every morning because I don't want to get like a copyright strike. So it's like the same 6 songs every morning, just like cycled on repeat. And I'm kind of getting sick of it. But I'm scared to like play other playlists and stuff because I don't know if it's gonna copyright strike me. El Pippo, you gotta, there's like a, yeah, try double tapping the stream. The Discord, the same song is burned into your head. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. Like, the Discord actually sits here in silence because, um, I'm playing it through OBS and it's showing it through, it's showing it through the YouTube, but yeah, sometimes what I've been recently doing is I just turn off my audio on my computer so I don't have to listen to it. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I really like that song. No, I don't. It's funny. Somebody commented on the video and they were like, "Yo, I need to get my hands on this playlist." I'm like, I'm fucking sick of this playlist. It's look what it is. Since we're kind of not really doing anything right now, look. Oh shit. It's this. It's called Chill Vibes. No ads. It just has Homer Simpson doing this for 10 hours straight. I just play the same thing over. It's like 6 songs on loop, bro, for like for like 10 hours straight. It's terrible. I'm gonna have to figure something out. Dude, because I try, like, you can look up, like, on YouTube, like, non-copyrighted music, right? A lot of the times it's just, like, they say it's not copyrighted, and then it's copyrighted. So then I gotta, like, take down a video, or risk getting a strike on my YouTube channel, which I'm trying not to do. How did I learn Orderflow? I sat here for hours and hours and hours and just kept staring at charts, learning about it. You should have seen my my trading view recap of 2025. It was like 280 290, I don't remember. 290 days. We're approaching it, but I'd like it to dig deeper. into this area. You use ICT for your zones, then confirm that through Orderflow. Is it okay? You see results in this way? Well, dude, if you're making money doing it, then keep doing it. What up, Stardust? You joined Tanuki's 7-day trial. Use the code. Thank you very much. You trade ES. If you trade ES, you should be looking at it here. I have it on NQ, which is pulling levels from QQQ and it's converting it onto NQ. But if you want, you can look at SPX if you trade ES, or you would look at ES. If you trade, I like it converted to the price levels for SPY. Yeah, you would use SPX. You know what I mean? Whoops. Well, they only have SPX on here. I don't really trade ES. They do have NDX, QQQ, and NQ. But if I were you, I would look at SPX or ES. Oh, I see what you're saying. SPX is like NDX. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I just look at the ES one. Looks like it's just pulling the levels from SPX. They have SPY? I don't know. I don't really trade I don't really trade ES. Well, it's not that I don't really trade ES, I just don't trade ES at all, actually. Cool. Dude, you know what Tanuki did that was pretty funny is he posted the video for Tanuki's platform where he like interviewed me and he used like an AI photo of me. He could have just asked me for a photo, dude. It's like an AI version of me. It makes me look way more Asian than I actually am. A video about footprint settings on ATES. Yes. I have like a old video, but it doesn't really, it's not like a tutorial. The reason why I haven't made one is because ATAS has their own YouTube channel and they have a bunch of videos about their platform. So you can always watch those. That's how I learned the platform. Um, but maybe I'll make one. I don't know. Going over an entire platform is kind of like, there's so many different ways to look at order flow. So then like if I have to kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of a lot. But I don't know. I'll think about it. So again, I'm still waiting for this to go higher before I do anything. I'm from California, United States of America. All right, here we go. Here we go. We're finally approaching it. If we start rejecting this, I might give it a shot, but I'm gonna wait. I'm basically watching an area from pretty much here to here. Preferably here. But if we start rejecting out of it here, there may be an opportunity. But this candle is pretty large, though. It's 140 points. Do I combine gamma, gex, and order flow for confirmation? Yes. Well, really just order flow for confirmation. The only issue with this is if it rejects from here, stop placement would actually be really large. All right, we wait. We wait. It would be nice to see another aggressive push higher with failure and allow me a better opportunity.
Order filled.
All right, I'm going short. I'm gonna go short with 2 micros. That's it. 2 micros. I am gonna have to have a huge stop loss though. It's like a massive stop. I just need us to, I might add into it. I need this 15 minute to close bearish and stay below 620. We're actually gonna tighten stop. We will risk 200. 2 huncho. And then I might, if it pushes up, I might try it again up here. I kind of had a late entry on that. I was supposed to, it just happened kind of quickly. But we have a new 15-minute opening pretty soon, so I just need this 15 minutes to close bearish. If it closes bearish, we're probably all right. If it doesn't close bearish, then we might be cooked. But I'm in 2 micros. Alright, not the best close. We need to stay below 620. Yo, Gianni, if you copy traded this, I hope you use small size. There's a reason why I only use 2 micros on this trade. I hope you're not full porting. Three micros. A little ambitious, huh? If we start getting back above 620 area, then we're cooked. Oops. Sellers are struggling to push lower. Let's see if they can break through it. If we start pushing and start approaching this area, then I would move it to break even. But until then, we will accept full L. Although I'll actually tighten stop just right above this 5-minute candle. Because at that point, if we're stalling here with sellers and we're struggling to push down and we rip it all the way back up for this candle to close bullish, then I don't want to be in this trade anymore anyways. At this point, we're just trying to let's just get a winning day on this account. Let's just come back next week, huh? It's kind of the idea. Okay, so we're starting to approach this area. I do want to wait a little bit to move it to break even. I'd like to see us push a little deeper to like this area, take these orders out, then I'd move it to break even. My TP? Well, I'm actually not going to set a hard TP, but as we start approaching, if we approach towards right here, like 480 to 470, I'll be careful. I'll probably trail stop. So I'm trying to basically capture 100 points with 2 micros for 400 bucks. But we're struggling. But we're risking $150 now, so yeah. So at this point, this is a terrible sign for shorts. We had sellers hitting into the bid. They stalled. They couldn't push lower. And this candle's about to close bullish, so we're probably gonna get taken out if it does close bullish. But it's alright, because we're risking 150 bucks. We could take that L. Georgie is in longs. I'm gonna move this to break even. I don't want us to fail again here and then really rip it back up. I'd rather just get out of this since it's not working out how I thought it would. If we start pushing lower into this area, I'm going to trail stop to where I would lock in $150 on the day just so that it at least counts as like a winning day. But I'd like it to get a little bit lower just so I can give it a little bit of room to like actually go, but we'll see what happens. So again, we're up 50 points so far on this trade. I feel like I've been having this pattern of trades running 50 points in my direction and then hitting my break even. Imagine all the 50 points we could have just grabbed. The newbie emoji on your name? It's a good question. I don't know. Oh, we started pushing down. All right, I'm locking in a winning day at this point. And let's see if we can... I'm watching around the 480 area. It's a 460. Once we get down there, I'm going to start trailing it pretty tight. It'll be like 100 points if we can actually get down there. Otherwise, you know, it can just go take me out. I'll accept my I'll take my winning day. I'm gonna try to stop. We'll lock in 200. The moment we start pushing into this area, I'm gonna be trailing the stop tight. We'll lock in 300. We're approaching an area where I think we might potentially snap back up. Trailing it again. We could, I'm gonna trail it even tighter. We're gonna lock in 100 points. Let's see if it will flush. So you know what we'll do?
Order
Scale
filled.
one out. Now I just have the runner. So we'll lock at 450.
Order filled.
All right. Well, I think that's all I'm going to do today because, yeah. So we went pretty light size on that. And the reason why I went light size on it is because when I entered in, it was when we started dropping right here. I got like a really shitty entry, and it required, this is kind of what the trade looked like. I think my entry was somewhere around here. It was pretty bad. Yes, we got out at the right time, eh? There we go. That's exactly what I was worried about. That's why I marked this out. Okay, anyways. My stop, it looked like this, okay? Like because I was watching this area. This is a pretty shit R. It's pretty shitty R, so I had to go light size. It was like a 75 point stop loss. This yellow area, just in case you're wondering why I marked this area out and why I thought that we could potentially bounce out of this area, is because I'm watching this. This is one of the reasons. Where we initially had this strong initiative move from the buyers, it's likely an area where they try and defend. We have stacked imbalance. We have a low volume node. The second thing is that it's also the EQ of Asia session. So I use the EQ of Asia session a lot. So I was watching this, and then it's also P3. So it created this, I basically created this zone here, right, where I'm watching it for us to potentially bounce back up. I hope that makes sense. I know it sounds kind of random, but just so you know, like, I wasn't looking at this level in the sense of like I knew it was gonna bounce here. You know what I mean? Like I just potential danger area is kind of the idea. Just potential friction for our idea. So, I mean, if I knew it was gonna do this, I would have tried to, you know, take it. That was just a quick 300 ticks up. So we're up 450 on this account. We're starting to move a little bit, so maybe we wait a second and we hang out for a second. But the balance on this account's now almost 3,000, so yeah, it's on a single account today. So just so you guys know, I stopped copy trading because I fucked up those Apex accounts during Asia session like a couple days ago. Full transparency. Apex accounts disappeared because it went like I lost like 200 on stream and then 200 on stream, and then I lost 400 during Asia, and then I lost 400 during Asia, and then it was just gone basically. I just had a shitty they disappeared. Bottom line, they disappeared. So we're just trading them one by one. Usually I do better when I trade them one by one. I only do well on the copy trading when I'm just trying to capture like $200 days. I use Tradecopia, DBK. Did anyone, I know that looked sketchy when I was taking that short, but did anyone take that short with me? Anyone at all? I know Gianni did. That looked like, it looked pretty sketchy though, I'm not gonna lie, I don't blame you guys. Took it, cool. Yeah, 100 points, I mean, It required a pretty big stop loss. Yeah, the El Pipo, that's part of the reason why I went to micros too. I did want it to go a little bit deeper initially up here. But the reason why I decided that I was going to get into it is because we did have aggressive participation showing up in this area. And the way that I treat also, like, for example, HVL, right? It's not just a single line. It's actually treated more so as a zone. So we're pushing into it aggressively. We stopped getting follow through from that. And then I think it was this candle that pushed up and slammed down when I entered in short and got kind of a shitty entry. My experience with Apex payouts, honestly, I just started using Apex because I was always nervous about them, right? And so I never traded with them. So I've never pulled a payout with Apex because I've never really traded with them until recently, where I gave it a shot because I gave it a shot one time and I got like 4 PAs, and then I built up the balance to like 2,000 and then ended up blowing them. And then recently I tried it again when they got their 5 packs, and then I ended up blowing it. But yeah, I don't know. I think I might chill on Apex because I would just hate to spend a bunch of time on some accounts and then they just not pay me out. I mean, there's so many other firms out there like that you're not going to have any issues at all with, like Top Step, or I've never had any issues with Alpha Futures except for them lagging a little bit on the last payout that I took this week. Tradeify is pretty good. I've never really traded with Tradeify, but Tradeify is pretty good. Lucid's pretty good. I'm actually probably going to buy some more Lucid accounts. Well, I haven't had issues with Apex because I don't really trade with them. Funded Next has some good accounts, yeah. So basically, like, last month I got wrecked, right? So month of May, I get wrecked. It's like the first month in forever that I didn't even pull a payout. It was like terrible. I was just totally off my game. I was trading live accounts. I was doing like competition accounts. In May I was eligible for a payout like 3 or 4 times, and then I tried to get a bigger payout. You know, I was eligible for like 1,200 payout, $1,500 payout, and I'm thinking to myself, like, let me get a max payout. I ended up just totally messing up May. So then this month, I was a little bit more so focused on prop firms in terms of getting more accounts. Right now, I have 2 funded accounts with Alpha Futures and 1 account with Top Step, basically, because I had 8 funded accounts, right? Then the 5 of them were the Apex accounts, so then I blew them. But we're net positive this month. So, and we also have a balance on both of these accounts now, so the idea would just be like, go into July, I could probably, as long as I don't blow these accounts, which I probably won't, but go into July and probably just pull out, like, it'll be 2,250 from Alpha Futures, and then whatever I can get out of this account, it'll probably be like 2 grand or more. So like 4K in payouts to start July. And then I'll go back into, I think I'm gonna start buying 150K Top Step accounts. And then we'll try and build it back up. But then also next month, I am also gonna be trading my live account a little bit. Because next month I'm gonna do the I'm gonna do a live account with the Robbins Cup for the quarterly competition. So I gotta trade a little bit. Although that one's gonna, the way I'm gonna trade that is gonna be different. It'll be kind of more like 1 to 2 micros trying to swing for like 200 points at a time. Intraday swinging. Just like over Asia, over London, into New York session, or catching a trade during New York session and just trying to hold it with 1 or 2 micros. Let's see if I could get a little trophy. If I get a trophy from Robin's Cup, if I podium, it's my new profile picture. You guys are never going to hear the end of it. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so we waited. Recap, because I'm done now. I'm done for the day. I'm up 450 on this account, and then on my other account we're up 250 to lock in a day, and then the other account I just didn't trade. So what's it called? We were watching the put wall. We were opening at the put wall today. Okay. My idea this morning was very simple. It was just, if we hold above the put wall, I'm expect if buyers defend this area, right? I'm expecting us to try and make an attempt at London highs. So we defended it a little bit at the open. I tried to go long. We tried to take it towards London highs. Then we chopped up a little bit, and then I hit break even. It went 50 points in profit, hit break even. Then we waited. I told you guys I was waiting for this area. I was waiting for us to push up. So we wait. As we approach this area, we see buying activity. It's not having any follow through. We're also, if you guys notice something, it was also yesterday's POC for my RTH. So I was paying attention to that. There's just a lot of confluences happening here. There was premium of my existing range that I have, which is sitting here at this box. There's HVL. There was the POC of the previous RTH for the way that I draw it out. I start at 9 a.m. Eastern. So we push into it. We have buying aggression. It just totally farts out, doesn't do anything. So we took shorts, and then we were just being careful about approaching back towards the EQ of Asia session. Capture 100 points, call it a day, up $700 on the funded accounts, and we will see you guys next week. All right, well, I hope you guys have a good weekend. I'm going to get off now. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.